Flashback, digital dash. He used to run with a. He used to. Now he a good boy. Used to be. Flashback, digital dash. Go on a run of it.
The NBA 2K League season has begun. Scott Cole, we are in the midst of yet another competitive 2K season. What's the vibe out there?
Well, I think it's super exciting. Dirk and I back on the mic again. We're seeing a lot of exciting new rookies every Tuesday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time till about midnight. We're going to be bringing like 20, 25 hours worth of NBA 2K League.
And we've got, well, who can impact the game in so many ways. VA, thank you. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Take a look at the Wizards. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And, you know, for the Wizards, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They've created their own breaks, Greg. I mean, because of how they've played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to be tough.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the center, locking down the middle. You know, Chris, it seems like every year the NBA gets a little more athletic. Talk about how that aspect of the game has changed.
I was 6'9", and I played power forward and sometimes center. Kevin Durant is 6'11", and he plays the 2 guard. That's how the game is changing. It's no more big guys go to that end, little guys go to that end. Now you have to be a skilled basketball player. You have to be able to shoot, dribble, and pass at every position. The way of just the one-sided guy, that has gone out the game. That's a dinosaur, and I love it. You have to be more athletic, definitely, but the skill set. You got to make sure you can play basketball, and that way, no matter what size you are, 5'9" to 7 foot, you have to be equal in skill, and I love that.
Wow, I do too. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Just 4 to shoot. There's Beal with the 3. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wing.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Beal from long range. And again, Washington, no good.
Still, plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And there it is for him.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 to start the night.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The Wizards have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
The Lakers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Davis puts it in.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Beal gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Joe Ingles comes in for Anthony Davis. Danny Green, he's checked in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Napier after the basket by Los Angeles. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Payton. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. He's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call. And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Wagner. Launches a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the 3-point line. Lets the 3 fly, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
You see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a 3-point attempt.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become the best he can be.
Just keep getting better defensively. I want to be all defensive first team. I definitely want to be MVP.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
Lofty goals, for sure. But the key for Wall is staying healthy and trying to contribute any way he can.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Wizards 5 right now. Napier is out there with Payton. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Wagner in at the 4 side. Bucket is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. The pass to Wagner. The tray. Good. And it's Napier with the assist that time. Wagner's got 6 points.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that could be a valuable asset from any offense.
Here's Payton. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Morris. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Right side Davis. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that. Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of danger.
And it goes down 2 points. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Teardrop shot, and Rondo with the lay-in. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Berton is checked in. Pass to Hachimura. 1:24 left in the 2nd quarter. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Here's Hachimura. And another miss by Washington. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 11-3 run. Davis has the open look. And again, it's the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Washington calls timeout. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Now is the time of the season when a lot of rookies start to hit that rookie wall, but these young men have been spectacular all season long. They show no signs of slowing down. With that in mind, here are the top rookies who all have a chance at the Rookie of the Year all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, at this point, he's separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
LeBron outside. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
No one near wall as he lets it go. The Wizards with another miss.
They're still looking for his first points of the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
James outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is up and in. He's got 27.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers on top, running away. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And Bryant wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do with the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Shabazz Napier's checked in for the Wizards. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Outside, Beal. Here's the three. Rebound the Lakers. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Payton right side. Here's Wagner. Good on the triple. Wagner's got 9.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
The Lakers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Right on the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so Napier will bring it up for Washington. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for James. Napier passes to Bonga. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Tries it from 9. Good. 33 points for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Washington has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Oh, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes to Bonga. Shot to stop the run. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Peyton's got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dion Waiters. And that one, good. And he's got 41.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
All with it. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. It could go, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm. There's the 3. It's in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that's good.
And taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, great.
Hey, Shaq here.
About things.
Is there a moment that stands out for you as your favorite call?
Well, I mean, it was probably T-Wolves Gaming last year. You know, they were an expansion team. It looked like they were going nowhere as expansion teams go through the other.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, My legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Russell.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Walden. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Now here's Walden. And the rejection by James. And he goes in for the dunk.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. These two teams using their size to full advantage, Doris. Both teams able to run possessions through their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Howard in the post, defended by Towns. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
Johnson's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
2 points, that one goes. He's got 7.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Russell, open and close and nails it.
Well, it's crucial that D'Angelo Russell keep taking and making these types of shots. Great confidence there, guys.
Pass to Howard. Lakers working the ball around now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Beasley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. And it's Walden missing.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And Minnesota has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Bounce pass, Russell. Towns with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. MyCareer comes in for James Johnson. Layman, he's checked in for Walden. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Green, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Spellman. Davis coming off a 13-point game against Boston. That shot off. Down low, Culver with the steal. Here's Russell with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA-level stuff.
Waiters gets a wide-open look, and there's another one for the Lakers.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Minnesota with the ball after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
But Kevin, driving with that kind of force allows Carroll to be effective.
To the middle, stolen away. Now Culver. Here's Russell. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with the... LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. Always feel like.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Joe Ingles is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dion Waiters.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Culver's shot is off. Lakers leading by 15.
And you think about the Wolves' history. KG clearly their best player, but Big Cat has a chance to reach that level someday.
He does, Greg, and I think we always look through KG's legacy being defined by passion, commitment, and leadership. That was as important as his basketball skill. Karl Anthony Towns is similarly talented, right? I think the key is he just needs to find consistency. That's the last step.
Here's Layman. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And here's Culver. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The three. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the... Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Spellman, guarded by McGee.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Johnson comes in for MyCareer, and it's Walden in for Jake Layman. And then for the Lakers, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Waiters.
I love watching AW capitalize on that, showing the defense he's going to be a problem down low.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Here's Walden, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Beasley kicks to Towns. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got 5.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
And it's good for 2.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving... to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Yeah, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Here's Beasley, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Walden, the pass to Towns. Yes, that goes in. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Walden comes with the double team. James, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Outside, Walden. Rondo with the steal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Walden, the pass to Towns, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Davis with the bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Culver with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Towns, no luck. From deep three-point range. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by a... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Johnson is out there with Walden. Then there's Towns. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Basket good. He's got 39.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Towns. Launches it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
That one good for 2. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Some changes for Minnesota. MyCareer comes in for Johnson. And Jake Lehman subbed in for Beasley. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Joe Ingles comes in for Davis. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. They get a hand on it, and stolen by LeBron. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by LeBron. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Walden. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that 3-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. And they pick up 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
There's the pass to Carey. Back to Walden. Timberwolves passing it around. Stolen by Waiters.
That's unbelievable.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. The shot by Carroll, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-6 run. It's stolen by Carroll. Walden, the pass to Lehman. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, Russell. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Unable to get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Culver's checked in for Walden. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Joe Ingles. Passes it to Lehman. Good, nice job down low.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Rob. Green against Russell. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Morris with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Culver passes to Lehman. Inside, Spellman.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam?
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now, here's Culver. He's guarded by Waiters. And they double up Russell. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
He got it up. With the clock running down, sends it home! What a shot! And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here, Sean?
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was... excited about Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled with this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
What's up?
Stories to life.
What's the word on the street from some of the pro players that you've talked to in terms of preparation for this league?
With the NBA 2K League build, it's a special build that you guys at Take-Two Interactive build for the league.
Send it down to David. And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Portland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. With the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can put...
What a jam! Are you kidding me? I tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Pass to Oladipo. Dwight Howard pulls it in. And here are the Lakers. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oladipo outside. The three. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there. Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's second year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Davis against Sabonis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pacers ended up with a pretty decent deal given George's public demand.
Yeah, I agree, because it was a tough situation for the Pacers once it became clear Paul George was not going to re-sign. The Pacers happy with Oladipo and Sabonis, actually thrilled, but at the same time, you look at OKC and Paul George putting up MVP numbers, makes you wonder what could have happened had he stayed.
So it's the Lakers now, after T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Locked in the pass to Turner. Doubled by Howard. Oladipo with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. Oladipo misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 9 points. It's stolen by Rondo. It's up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Joe Ingles comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here's the break. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
McConnell passes to Bitadze, and the shot goes in.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. Misses the easy stuff. And there's the pass to McConnell. Sabonis trying to get open. And McConnell gets it to go.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Takes a 3. Got it for for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Passes it to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
The feed to McGee. And the shot goes down.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Green. All going up court. Whoa, what a finish!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see. If they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Now you see a lot of players who pick up the controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree. And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. No good that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the Pacers call time here. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Clock at 6. It's Oladipo on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, You know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Pass to Warren. Pass to Turner. Lets it go with a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, in today's basketball world, big men have to shoot it, and Turner's got a nice touch and pretty good range out there.
Took him no time at all on that one. 23 points in the game.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Knocks it loose. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Oh, Rondo in position. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, the pass to Brogdon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Cranes the three-pointer.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Craig. A three ball. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Pass to Oladipo. Oladipo draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Morris. Joe Ingles comes in for Davis. Danny Green, he's checked in for James. And Deion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Justin Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Outside Holiday, 6 to shoot. Double team on Holiday. Howard with the steal. Over in the corner, Green. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser. An excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The Lakers with the ball. There's the triple. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge...
Kevin, thanks. Jay, it has looked easy for you so far. 5 threes in the first half. How is the shot feeling right now?
Hey, my shot right now? Let's see, how can I describe it? It's like when you put on clothes when they come right out the dryer. Or maybe more when you get to a hot tub running through the snow. It's just the best feeling in the world. It's hot, it's fresh.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard, and it's Rajon Rondo. Davis with the double team. Davis against Sabonis. Kicks to Warren. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Clark, you always say you can't run away from the DNA. Well, Sabonis, the son of the Lithuanian legend Arvydas Sabonis.
Kevin, I'm glad you've been paying attention to me over the years. You're right, though. That DNA stays with you. And the younger Sabonis has done his dad very proud. He's 6'11" to his dad, 7'3", but he's displayed the same kind of combination of strength and skill that his dad possessed.
Chalk up 2 there.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way and finished off by Davis.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Davis with the double team. Outside Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Oladipo's got 8.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Turner with the steal. Taken away. And that one good. He has 38 in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
That one from long range.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Rondo bounce pass for the finish, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
As you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously, confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Lottery pick back in 2016, Clark. If there was a question for Domantas Sabonis coming into the league, it was about his length and agility relative to NBA athletes.
Yeah, and you know, those were legitimate questions, Kevin. He's not a big-time shot blocker, but he is nimble for a big guy. Doesn't possess the typical length of a guy his size, but he's got great strength. He's got good quickness, if not speed. And that strength and quickness and know-how serve him well.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Davis with the double team. Ball's knocked loose. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And it's good, 2 points.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that. That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And a change for the Pacers. Holiday's checked in. So it's the Pacers now. Sabonis, the pass to Holiday. McConnell with it. Holiday with it. He's guarded by Waiters. Great open look there. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Has to be Tadze. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lets it go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Pacers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter. Now the pass to Holiday. They get it again. LA has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Raiders against Holiday. And stolen by Kuzma. 4-on-3 break. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's McConnell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Lakers with possession here. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
From the inbound, he got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hey, man, this is Kenny, man. I thought your coach did a great job on the offensive end to get you open. Getting you into a rhythm was important. What was he telling you before the game?
You know, Kenny, he was just telling me to stay patient, man. Work within the system. We do a good job of creating space to give scorers like myself room to operate. That spacing also allows us to control the matchups, forces the defense to make difficult decisions and adjustments. It's all about the spacing, man, spacing.
Yep, we're going to give you some space, man. Go get your shower, man.
Will do. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Good.
What's up, bro? Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. No, it was so good.
Yeah?
Like all the types of food. Hey. I'll see you in 10 minutes. All right, in my office. All right?
What's up, bro? Appreciate it, man. Oh, you killed it out there, bro.
No, but you deserve something after that game.
Appreciate it,
all on
man.
me. I promise you that.
Little tacos? Enchiladas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
What else?
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, man.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
You got it, come on. I got yours. Shut up!
Hey, I'll see you later.
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Kobe Bryant. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. The goal of today is to improve our shooting percentages, so we're going to focus on that aspect of the game today. Let's break down into our shooting drills and get some quality work in.
Shut
Way to finish strong. Let's set up this next drill.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Yo, watch him! Who's got ball?
You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hey, he can ball, huh? You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, hit me up.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Next time, man. Next time.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Just work on that defense.
See you later, man.
Be able to get the season to start.
Your top story in season 3 that you're looking most forward to?
Well, I mean, I'd be crazy if I didn't talk about Chalk. You know, the first legend in the park. Certainly, I watched his journey. This is just another step to it, right? Someone that was maybe skeptical about the NBA 2K League in season 1. Now it's become really engulfed his whole life to maybe make net.
The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. DA, it's all a little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And in tonight's game, pride definitely bred at stake when you were with the Spurs or any of the teams. Talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006. Which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the rock'em sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? Kind of took care of it.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. Drills the three-pointer.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Fox looking it over. The pass to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Hield, and he lays it straight in. Hield's got 5.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Fox finds Hield. Here's Bagley. James covering. Up top, Bagley. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. That's a 2 from Hield. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Fox.
Rondo sometimes gets it in his system that defensively he wants to disrupt the game, and he's doing it now.
And James throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Parker, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Harrison Barnes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Holmes. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Fox against Rondo. Here's Holmes, and he overshot that one, missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Kings trailed by 9. Hield outside. Rondo on the double team. The wide open look here for Fox. Money from the wing.
Good job picking his spot right there. No force that time from De'Aaron Fox.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Sacramento making some changes. Giles comes in for Hield, and it's Joseph in for Fox. The Lakers also changing it up. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. Green comes in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers have possession after the Kings pick up 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bielitsa finds Joseph. Kings moving the ball around. Holmes, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And stolen by Bielitsa. Got a piece of it. And here is Ingles. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Kent Bazemore. Bielitsa is out there with Giles. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Holmes in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. That shot wide open.
You get 3, Bielitsa wants 3 back, and he'll get them.
From deep. And that one is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
6 on the shot clock, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jabari Parker comes in for Giles. Barnes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Morris comes in for Joe Ingles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Up top, Bagley. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Shot by Joseph, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. Now, here's Fox. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Outside, Bagley. Knocked away. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And I like it when Howard is not the plodding big man, but a sprinter. He's a freak of an athlete who absolutely can jet down the floor when he decides to.
Here's Fox. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Bagley, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Fox. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Here's Fox. Parker outside. And they get it, and it's good on the layup. Parker's got his first points in this one.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles rolling along with a 27. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Here's James. Trying to get open as Davis. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the in one, and this time they're not backing off.
To the wing right side. Here's Fox. No good on the triple. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Sacramento with the ball. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. It's stolen by Rondo. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back.
And Rondo's speed right there, a big help on that play. He uses it well to knife in there, get inside, pick up a foul.
Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of
to
those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, we talked about their physical nature and stature. I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Fox. Passes it to Bagley. Cloak loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's good. He has 40.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. They could use a bucket. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Bielitsa's got his second bucket tonight.
Bielitsa does a good job of staying active and with his shot that time.
Outside Rondo. Back to James. And the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. LeBron's got 8.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
Bagley kicks to Hield. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's take a moment now to recognize a player who has been incredible lately, and it's earned him Western Conference Player of the Month.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And then for the Lakers. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. Green comes in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Bazemore. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. And it's blocked. Pulls up. Again, Los Angeles.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
No good, unable to end this run. LA has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Passes to Holmes. Back to Bazemore. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Sacramento. Davis is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Giles in at the center position. But they recover it. Another shot. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Joseph, the pass to Giles. He dishes it to Bazemore. Poked away. Giles kicks to Joseph. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. You know, the NBA, not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia
Yes.
to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Here's Bazemore following the three by the Lakers. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Sacramento again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And another three for the Lakers.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Joseph. Pass to Bazemore. Doubled by Murray. Bazemore passes to Giles. And here's Bogdanovich. And the Kings making a change here. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hey man, Kenny here. I thought you did a great job of keeping everyone involved. What happened out there that allowed you to rack up so many assists?
Man, it was like having the Affinity Time Stone when I had the ball. Felt like I was seeing everything but slowed down. That allowed me to find guys before the defense could rotate. But you know how it is, Kenny. You're one of the best at all times, man. I'm just trying to be like you, 2.0.
I love it.
My point, Hornet, is that the game changes. It evolves. I don't want to hear it. And drawing contact is a legitimate skill that has a legitimate place in the league.